These are the kind of answers we need to look for. There is a way. There is better and cheaper in the 21st century. We need big ideas. And let me take your value-added tax, which is what the Democrats are trying to force down our throats to make as an excuse to pay off the deficit. It will not work. If we lose in November of 10, if we lose in November of 12, and the Democrats stay the majority, President Obama stays your president, and George Miller is still your congressman, you will have your value-added tax, and we will be 10 years from now paying over $1 trillion and more in interest, just like I talked about earlier. What we need to do first, in my humble opinion, is balance this budget through what I talked about already. That should take no more than 5 years. It can be done in 5 years. It will take sacrifice on all of our parts because you will need to rely on the federal government less than you do right now. And I believe that when Americans are given that choice, they will make the right choice. And I'm going to go off a little bit on one of my themes right now, and then I'll come back to the value-added tax. But every time this country has faced a threat, whether it was through war, the Civil War, the World War II, the Revolutionary War, or other threats like the Great Depression, like civil rights, like the Dust Bowl, the things we faced, there was a generation of Americans that rose up and faced that threat and defeated it. They were a great generation of Americans. The last one we had was World War II. This is our time now, ladies and gentlemen. This is our time now to rise up and be that next great generation that faces this threat of the growing government and national debt and overcomes it. And I believe Americans can and will because we always had in the past. It's who we are. It's what we do. They just need leaders out there that are willing to lead them in that direction, to say this is what we need to do. And I believe Americans will follow and will do that. And that's why I'm running. That's why I'm putting myself out there to be one of those leaders, to say, come follow me. Come follow me to a brighter future. Come follow me to save this country of ours and the freedom that we have. Now, balancing our budget is critical, and it's got to be done first. What I see after that is done, 5 years after I'm elected as your congressman and still out there, what I'd like to see is the next big idea for this country. It's going to take some adjustment getting used to a smaller government. What I see to explode our economy, to really release the freedoms that are available in this free market society that we have in America, what I see is a national sales tax to replace every other tax on domestic Americans here for our revenue basis. And a national sales tax would be simply one tax at the end of production on finished goods that we would pay to fund our government. It incorporates all of the economies out there. It takes care of, it's progressive. The more you spend, the more you pay taxes. It's not something that is unfair to anybody. And it encourages savings. It does all the things. And it takes away a lot of government jobs called the IRS. That's right. It takes away government's control of your life through the manipulation of the tax code. Hey, we want you to stop this, or we're going to tax that. We want you to do this, or we're going to reduce taxes on that. It's something that is good for our economy. It's good for our country, and it's something that I want to see. But it is, don't ever confuse the national sales tax down the road in the future with the value-added tax that's being kicked around today.